and welcome to today's video. Today I will share with you what I buy when I go to Germany, and not just what I buy to bring back to the UK, because we either don't have it here or it is way too expensive. Mostly though, it's because we don't have it here. So let's begin. The first item I want to talk about, and you might say ew, or you might say is Fisherman's Friend's salmiak. Now, by the way, I'm going to put a picture of all the items so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Fisherman's Friend you can buy here. Actually, there are various variations of Fisherman's Friends that you can buy here. You can't only just buy the mint version, but you cannot buy the salmiak. Well, salmiak is a licorice taste, and this is probably the reason why they don't sell it here, because most British people don't like licorice, but I do. This is kind of coming onto the next point, a similar. I always buy Danish licorice. Yes, okay, it's not German, but when I used to live in Germany, I lived near Denmark, and when you live in Schleswig-Holstein, you can get certain products from Denmark, and one of them is a product called Hexenheuler. That's my favorite licorice. I mean, there are a few others that I like. We have so many variations. Comment below if you're from a different part of Germany, if you can get that type of licorice easily or not, because I mean, obviously, because I didn't live there, I didn't try, but I always grew up with Danish licorice and I love it. And if you do go to Denmark, I think you can even get licorice ice cream, which sounds like a dream. So yeah, I can also, I mean, sometimes, not always, I can order this from Amazon here. However, they don't always have it, and it's extremely overpriced. So I've only done it once, when I felt a real urge to have it, but usually I don't do it. The third thing, that's really something I always go for. It's a herb dressing. Well, it's dry. That's why you can take it in hand luggage, and you just add it to a little bit of olive oil and water, or just olive oil, depends on how you like it. That then becomes a salad dressing, and it's really yummy. It's not the healthiest, but I also don't think it's the unhealthiest either. Yeah, that's something I usually get. Now, the fourth thing, comment below what you think of that. I sometimes even get a craving for that. What I'm about to tell you is something that you can actually get in the UK too. However, you can't get the same taste and you can't get the same price. Well, you might think, of course. However, so I am talking about those little tablets that you put into water and they dissolve. I mostly call them vitamin C tablets, but they don't always have to be vitamin C. They can be other vitamins as well. But I mostly buy vitamin C. And there is a specific one that I really, really love. You can only get it from one supermarket in Germany, DM. It's vitamin C Blutorange. Blutorange is... When I first bought it, I was like, oh, I'm not sure about that flavor, but it tastes really, really good. The other one, I can't remember if it's raspberry or some kind of berry flavor, but definitely the first one I mentioned, that's my absolute favorite. But there is another one that's like quite good from DM, and when you buy those, I think they only cost like 60 or 70 euro cents when you buy these tablets in the UK. Now, it's been such a long time that I bought them here that I can barely remember. I think the last time I bought them was during COVID, because I did not go to Germany for almost 2 years, well, 1.5 to 2 years, when COVID happened. I bought some of those tablets here, but I think they cost £3. I think they literally cost £3 for just one, which is so expensive, and they just do not taste the same. So love those. Real bargain if you go to Germany, have some of those. The fifth one, Haribo. Okay, you're gonna say, yeah, you can get Haribo in the UK. Yes, you can, but look at the huge aisle in Germany, the masses of different Haribos that you can choose from. It's just not the same here. The sixth one, it used to be one of my favorites. It's actually now I've sort of gone off it a little bit, but I want to mention it anyway. I find that the little muesli bars that you can buy to go are much more healthy. No, I don't know if they're actually healthier. Are much yummier from Germany compared to the selection you can get here in the UK. I've tried various ones in the UK as well. Most of them don't taste very good. There's one brand, I think it's Naked. They're alright, but they're also quite pricey. I used to get them, but now I've sort of gone off them as well. So there we are. Number 7. Now again, it is something you can get here sometimes, but it's not really something you can get in every supermarket. And I honestly, I haven't seen it in any UK household. The direct translation would be buttermilk. No, buttermilk. Buttermilch in German. When I go to Germany, every single time I go, I can't remember a time I didn't do it, I drink Buttermilch. Just because, I don't know if it's actually particularly healthy, but I guess it's just because it's something I don't come across here. Number 8, Milka chocolate. Again, something you can sometimes get here. Not in the same variety, not at the same price. The chocolate brand in the UK is Cadbury, so you can get Cadbury everywhere, but Milka, you can't get it everywhere. And it's mostly just plain. It's not like hugely varied. So when I go to Germany, I always pick up a bunch of different Milka chocolates and bring them with me, and they don't last very long because I eat them. Let's get to number 9. Raffaello. I don't know how you would say this in English, but okay, I did see this a few days ago in a supermarket here in London. However, I have never seen it before, so it's very rare that you can get Raffaello in the UK. So that's something I usually buy and eat in Germany. I actually rarely bring it back because my suitcase is already full with licorice and Milka. Particularly licorice comes first for me, and so Raffaello, I usually buy it and eat it, but obviously I could take it if I had a real craving for it. It's nice occasionally. And then number 10. Now, you might think that's something you can't take. You can actually. Currywurst. Currywurst? How do you say this in English? In German, Currywurst. So it's a specific German sausage in a really yummy sauce, and you can get it in lots of fast food chains or fast food places in Germany. However, you can also get it in German supermarkets as a to-go version. I think it's actually microwavable, and it really tastes pretty good considering it's a fast food to-go meal, and because it is sealed, can bring it into the UK and have it here. I don't really do it. Again, that's something I usually just have when I'm there, and that's it, but you could bring it too. Comment below if you are German and you have a specific item you always buy and bring back, well, if you are living in another country. And if you're not German, but you've been to Germany, tell me what items you really liked or what items you really disliked. That's it for today's video. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Mwah. Bye!